You want to be celebrated, but you don't want to ask for it. You want your partner to be in there and rock it and say, good job and congratulations, but you don't want to ask for it. Usually that doesn't work. Why? Why do we need to beg for celebration? Today I'm going to teach you a secret to how to get unsolicited celebration from your partner. Hi, my name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this is The Potential State. And today we're going to be talking about how do you get unsolicited celebration from your partner. So usually we demand it. We expect it. We test our partner. We pray for it. We hint. We drop hints. We're just looking for that positive affirmation, and we usually don't get it. And when we do ask it or demand for it, we're in a lose-lose. Because if they do celebrate after we ask, then it's fake because they're just doing it because we asked. And if they don't do it, well, then we're not being celebrated. Refer back to the episode on the spiral of wanting. So how can you celebrate it? How can you get celebrated without asking for it? So these 5 steps might surprise you, but I've found in my personal life and also in the clinic that this actually helps. The first thing is to own your shit. The first thing you need to do is own your shadow and negative behaviors, all the ways you are not cool and not supportive of your own partner, where you jab, belittle, mock, hurt, ignore, stonewall, all those places. You want to create a culture in your relationship where it's all okay, where everything is celebrated, the good and the bad, where your negative behaviors are no longer a surprise or a taboo, but they're just a reality. Why do we want to do that? Because once we have this shadow being celebrated, the light is not such a big deal. It's all on a spectrum. It doesn't have to be either celebrate the light or I don't celebrate anything. You want to have that whole range so it's more fluid and loose. And after that, move up the wanting spiral. So instead of demanding it or testing them or expecting it, just share. Just say, you know what, I really need support on this diet, or I'm really training for this marathon. It'd be amazing. And from time to time you ask me about it. But when I'm sharing, I'm not demanding it. It's not a direct ask. It's more of I'm opening up and telling you what would be amazing for me. The following step, model celebrating your partner. Celebrate them. Find ways to celebrate what they're doing. Gottman's called this going toward their bids. Try to celebrate them. Find positive things you want to mention that they're doing. Just create a culture where giving celebration, giving accolades is not necessarily quid pro quo, but just part of the reality. Then dare to celebrate yourself in their presence. Hold on to yourself, congratulate yourself. First of all to yourself, and you can also say it out loud, is you are just finding a way to hold yourself, to validate yourself. Find ways, little ways to give yourself some perks and have fun and joy with your accomplishments. And the last step is let go of the expectation. Let go of them. Release them from this constant tension around will they say something or won't they say something. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, if I let go, they might never celebrate. Well, that is also a reality. And if they do stop celebrating you when you don't ask, then that is something to talk about. But more often than not, by actually releasing them, it gives them space to actually choose to come and bring it to the relationship organically from their own will. And that will register in your heart and in your mind as authentic. I want to give an example from my life, from my marriage, that can kind of shape that process. So when I started doing these talks, I kept expecting Galit to watch them, to celebrate them, to listen to them, to say comments about them, to share it in all the social media. And she wouldn't. Every time I would hint about it or demand or ask or any of those, it would just hit either resistance or defensiveness. And then I acknowledged this. The first thing I said is, you're right. And it took me a while. And then I realized that I don't watch all of her podcast or videos, which are amazing, by the way, Mother Milk. Check out mothermilk.org or in the description of this talk. So I owned my shit and I said, you're right. I don't even listen to all of your podcasts and episodes. So how can I expect you to do the same? And then from there, I started watching from time to time. Not all of them, but from time to time I would watch them and I would give her feedback and I would celebrate her and I'd make it a point to celebrate her because she's amazing. And then I shared with her the want. I shared with her why is that important for me, that she sees these episodes, that she hears these talks. And then I let go. And I kept going and celebrating it and just creating more and more talks. And then a few weeks later, I saw on her social media that she was sharing my content. I didn't even ask for it. It was such a wonderful moment for me to see that my wife is celebrating me and I didn't have to pressure her or ask her. And that made me happy. So if you want unsolicited celebration from your partner, own your shit, move up the wanting spiral, celebrate them, celebrate yourself, and let go of the expectations. My name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and this was A Potential State. I'll see you next time.